Hello, everyone. This has been a very trying school year for me. Long ago, on my old account, I made a pretty disjointed story of my predicted Super Mario movie, but it had lots of copy plots from various different movies. I didn't know what stories I should write since lots of other people already created them. However, while I was taking a break from watching Thomas the Tank Engine content, I had a thought. The adventure begins, and to an extent, the first 4 seasons and 3 of the season 20 episodes, readapted Railway series books for people to enjoy fresh. It didn't seem like they were plagiarizing at all. My previous story had all 13 episodes from the Super Mario World cartoon meshed together to make a connected and complete story arc of Yoshi. So I decided to keep the idea, but I completely removed all the pointless elements and tried to layer the story arc even more. I'm pretty happy with my final result. This comes to show that I definitely grew and improved throughout my time on DeviantArt. Enjoy my improved story of my predicted Super Mario movie. Chapter 1: Mama Luigi. Our story begins in 1990 in a beautiful land called the Mushroom Kingdom. There are beautiful blue skies, nice lush green grass, and lots of friendly mushroom-like people called toads. There are warp pipes, lots of areas for levels, and a big castle where Princess Peach lives. The most popular people of all of the Mushroom Kingdom were Mario and his twin brother Luigi. In every game they appeared in, their main goal was to save Peach from Bowser, the main antagonist of the games. The Super Mario Bros. Games had proved to be quite popular thanks to the heroic actions of these two plumbers working together to defeat Bowser and save Peach. However, that all changed one day. Bowser had arrived at Peach's castle in the middle of a dark, gloomy night. Using his fire-breathing powers, he set the whole castle ablaze. Luckily, a toad quickly escorted everybody out before anyone got hurt. The fire brigade tried to put the fire out, but by the time they did, the castle was beyond repair. Mario and Luigi wanted to help put the castle back together, but the toads had made up their minds. Mario, Luigi, and Peach will have to temporarily live somewhere else while the toads worked on repairing the castle alone. Mario, Luigi, and Peach weren't sure if the toads could manage alone, but they could see that they were all determined to rebuild the castle. So the plan was set. Mario decided that Dinosaur World would be a nice place to go for their temporary home. So he, Luigi, and Peach climbed aboard a plane and soon arrived at Dinosaur World. Puzzling enough, there were no people around to greet them, not even a little cave baby. It turned out that Bowser somehow found a way to get into Dinosaur World. He ordered his troops to kidnap Mario, Luigi, and Peach. A fire sumo stomped the ground hard, causing Luigi to fall into the crack. Luigi fell for hours, but thankfully a balloon helped him softly land on a skull raft. Luigi thought he was safe until he saw a lava waterfall. Luigi made a jump for it and landed on a ledge with some question mark blocks above him. Luigi hit one of them, and a white egg with green spots popped out. Luigi had never seen a peculiar sight. Suddenly, the egg hatched, and a little green creature popped out. The creature thought that Luigi was his mama, much to Luigi's disdain. After plenty of tense encounters with several enemies, Luigi went to dry off his hat. However, the creature wandered off into the forest nearby. By the time Luigi found the creature, lots of hungry caterpillars surrounded them. It seemed like Luigi was doomed, but thankfully the creature, who got very hungry, used his long tongue to swallow all of the caterpillars whole. After that ordeal, Mario arrived at the scene. He had managed to escape Bowser's troops, but Peach was now locked up in Bowser's castle. Luigi agreed to go, but he needed to find a name for the creature he found. Luigi decided to call the creature Yoshi because he said Yoshi a lot. Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi managed to reach Bowser's neon castle, but by the time Mario and Luigi managed to turn on the castle lights, Yoshi had wandered off again. Mario and Luigi managed to find Yoshi eating Bowser's throne room, but so did a very angry Bowser. Bowser sent little robots after Luigi and Mario, but Yoshi swallowed all of them whole, as well as swallowed a key Bowser was holding. Bowser gave up and hopped into a warp pipe. Once he was gone, Yoshi spat out the key into a keyhole. Mario, Luigi, and Peach were all back in the capital of Dinosaur World, Dome City. Peach came over and gave Yoshi a big hug. As Yoshi grew up, he became quite popular. He learned to walk, read, sing, dance, and even stand on one foot. Peach loved that Yoshi was learning, so she rewarded him with a pair of shiny orange boots. Yoshi was so happy with them that he did a lovely dance. Luigi and Peach were getting along with Yoshi splendidly. However, Mario felt left out and rather jealous. He had always been popular among his people, as he always came to save the day. Now it seemed that Yoshi had taken his place. Mario never said anything about his feelings to Yoshi or anyone else, as he feared that no one would like him anymore. So he remained cheerful. On the night before Yoshi's first day of school, Luigi retold the Mama Luigi story to Yoshi. Afterwards, they both went to sleep, ready for the day ahead. Chapter 2. A Little Learning. The sun was shining in the sky. As Yoshi woke up, he could hardly contain his excitement for his first day of school. He put on his boots, ate breakfast, packed his lunch, and hurried along to school. On his way, he met a little cave kid named Uktar. Peach was ringing a bell in front of his school. Since none of the adult cave people knew how to be teachers, Peach was going to be the teacher instead. Now, Uktar was the most mischievous cave kid in Dinosaur World. When Peach tried to bite an apple he gave to her, a worm popped out of it. Peach wasn't amused and escorted Uktar and Yoshi inside. Hiding in a nearby bush, Hip and Hop, two of Bowser's Koopalings, had watched the whole scene. They thought school looked like fun. However, Bowser forbade them to go because he feared Hip and Hop would become nicer and forget how to be bad guys. Hip and Hop still snuck in anyway when Bowser wasn't watching. All the students in the whole town were upset about Hip and Hop joining school. However, after a little persuasion from Peach, the cave people decided to give Hip and Hop a chance. Peachman walked back into the classroom, right into a bubble of gum Hip and Hop were blowing. It turned out Uktar had handed them the gum while Peach was away. Peach didn't punish Hip and Hop, but gave them a solemn warning not to eat gum in class again. Peach then asked Uktar and Yoshi to show Hip and Hop around the school, but Uktar wasn't so keen. But after some stern words from Peach, he gave in. During recess time, things got chaotic between Hip, Hop, Uktar, and Yoshi. Peach stopped all of the commotion and blamed Uktar for causing all the ruckus, when really it was Hip and Hop who started it. The four kids still didn't get along while they were working on their science projects. Meanwhile, Bowser began to suspect that his place was very quiet. He decided to go look for Hip and Hop. In the meantime, Hip and Hop sneakily hid a piranha plant in Uktar and Yoshi's project. They also put a fireball on their model volcano to add some lava effect. The next morning, Hip presented his project at the science fair. Hop was turning the handle to the lava pipe to make smoke rise out of the volcano. Uktar put some fertilizer to make his plant grow faster. Little did he know that it only caused the piranha plant to grow. Bowser suddenly arrived and yanked Hop so hard the handle spun like crazy, which caused tons of lava to erupt right through the roof of the school. During the chaos, the piranha plant swallowed Hip, Hop, and Bowser, but then the piranha plant was swallowed by Yoshi. Yoshi got a tummy ache and spat out Hip, Hop, and Bowser, who all flew into a warp pipe. Peach then expelled Hip and Hop from school forever. Mario and Luigi helped move the lava into Bowser's room to prevent the city from being destroyed. Yoshi was wondering where he could find a new school. He was upset that the school was destroyed on his first day there. Luckily, there was another school nearby so he could continue learning. After the long day's events, everyone went home to rest for the time being. Chapter 3: King Scupakoopa. The next day, Mario, Luigi, and Peach were having lunch. Mario was complaining about his food when he and the others noticed that Yoshi was missing. Yoshi normally is always present at lunchtime. Mario, Luigi, and Peach ran outside to look for Yoshi. There was a sign that said Grand Opening, Scupakoopa's Fast Food, Free Samples, Half Free. Eventually, Mario and the others finally found Yoshi waiting in a line of cave people to get fast food. When it was his turn, the dinosaurs started making Yoshi's order. Little did everyone know that Bowser had put some strange pills into the fast food. Yoshi didn't have any money to pay for the food, so Mario reluctantly paid for it with 18 coins. Later that afternoon, everyone except for Peach gobbled up their fast food quickly. Mario went to buy more fast food once they finished. Days went by, then weeks. Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, and the cave people couldn't stop eating fast food, and their tummies got more and more full. At last, Peach had had enough. She locked Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi in their room to try to make them lose their diets. However, Mario eventually banged on the door after a while, and frantically explained Luigi and Yoshi's arms turned into wings. They both had flown out the window carrying their precious chest of coins. Mario and Peach tried to explain to Luigi and Yoshi that they had to stop eating fast food, but they just grew furious at them. Bowser explained that if they didn't stop him, all the cave people would be fried up, including Luigi and Yoshi. After racing through tense areas, Mario managed to find a block that requires perfect timing. Mario managed to time his jump just right and grabbed a feather. The feather gave him a cape so he could fly. Mario and Peach barged into the kitchen and chased away Bowser. After that, Peach sent the chicken dactyls into the warp pipe to roam around safely. Mario declared that this fast food stand is permanently closed, and he spun around like crazy to destroy the stand. He also ordered everyone to go home and eat vegetables to return to normal. All the cave people thankfully understood Mario and ate their vegetables. Soon everyone returned to normal, including Luigi and Yoshi. Yoshi felt really embarrassed over what he did, so Mario, Luigi, and Peach decided to take Yoshi for a walk to help him feel better. Chapter 4: Party Line. The next day, Yoshi went for a walk with Mario, Luigi, and Peach by his side. All of a sudden, Yoshi tripped over a question mark block and got a bruise on the area between his tail and left leg. Peach put a bandage on the bruise to help it heal. It turned out the other cave people were also bumping into things too. Suddenly, the ground began to shake. A giant dinosaur stomped into the scene. Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Yoshi ran for their lives. Luckily, they managed to hide behind some big rocks. When a coconut hit Yoshi on the head, Mario had an idea. Together, Mario and Luigi made telephone lines just in case anyone had an accident or an emergency. Peach and Yoshi were in charge of talking to cave people at Central. However, things started to go wrong as the days went by. The cave people were getting addicted to the phone. Peach and Yoshi were getting super stressed out with all the cave people interfering. If Mario and Luigi didn't do something, the cave people would all starve to death. The situation grew even more dire when giant caterpillars attacked. Just when they got trapped up in a tree, Mario and Luigi spotted some blocks up in the sky, high out of reach. However, after one of the caterpillars bit Mario's foot, Mario jumped up and hit one of the blocks before landing hard on the ground. Luigi managed to grab the invincibility star from a block and launched all the caterpillars into outer space. However, the cave people were furious that their phone lines were being destroyed. Mario and Luigi helped untangle Peach and Yoshi from the vines. Just as they did, the giant dinosaur stomped back into the city, trying to eat the cave people. While Luigi, Peach, and Yoshi tried to warn the cave people, Mario kept the dinosaur distracted enough for him to get an invincibility star and send it into space. That night, Luigi and Peach quietly took away all the phones from the cave people. By the morning, the cave people will forget they even had a phone system. While Yoshi ate all the vines, Mario groaned, as he wasn't sure if he wanted Yoshi to be part of his team. Chapter 5. Rock TV. Bowser was in his castle thinking about what to do. He soon got an idea to invent Rock TV. Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Yoshi and all the other cave people arrived at a giant TV set. Bowser, disguised as Robbie Rockwell, advertised Rock TV to all the cave people. Afterwards, all the cave people bought their own Rock TVs for 10 coins each. While Peach and Yoshi went for a stroll, Mario and Luigi put a coin into the TV slot and got hypnotized to watch the show. All the other cave people did the same. All of a sudden, Mario and Luigi's TV broke unexpectedly, so Mario threw it into the moat below. On all the other Rock TVs, Bowser told the cave people to kidnap Mario and Luigi and bring them to him. And that was what the cave people did. Mario and Luigi were thrown into the wrestling arena and instantly got pinned down by the dinosaur wrestlers. Luckily, Peach and Yoshi had noticed the arena while they had their stroll, and worked together to rescue Mario and Luigi. After Mario and Luigi were rescued, Yoshi felt hungry and ate a couple Rock TVs, much to the cave people's annoyance. The TVs didn't taste so good to Yoshi, so he spat out some Koopa Wizards. Then Yoshi started eating the giant television brick by brick. Bowser tried to stop him, but it was too late. The TV collapsed and buried Bowser. Yoshi apologized and ate his way through the wreckage, much to Bowser's and, to an extent, Mario's disdain. Chapter 6. The Wheel Thing. Mario and Luigi noticed that the cave people worked too hard for their own good. Mario got an idea to make wheels to make life easier for the cave people. Little did they know that Cookie Von Koopa had been spying on them and secretly invented a monstrous invention of his own. Meanwhile, Mario tried to give the wheels to the cave people, but they didn't really know how wheels worked. Luigi then showed them how wheels worked properly, which made Yoshi get overexcited. Later, Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi showed Peach their cave-mobile assembly line. Peach was worried that the cave people weren't quite ready, and she was right. The cave people were terrible drivers and kept crashing into each other. Yoshi eating the stop signs didn't even help a bit. Soon the cave people blamed Mario and Luigi for all their traffic disasters and banished them to the lava pits. Poor Mario and Luigi. Meanwhile, Cookie showed Bowser his invention called Mega Mechanosaur and started destroying Dome City. All the while, Bowser struggled to hold on for dear life. The cave people were frantically running away from the Mechanosaur. One of them frantically told Peach to bring Mario and Luigi back to help. Peach instantly agreed and threw down a trampoline to help Mario and Luigi escape safely. Working together, the cave people made various items to damage the Mega Mechanosaur. Yoshi even helped out too. Using a scooper he had attached to his nose, he dug a hole and got the Mega Mechanosaur stuck. Then he rolled away as fast as he could on his skateboard with Mario and Luigi on his back. Bowser and Cookie managed to jump out of the Mega Mechanosaur quickly, just before it landed on its side and was destroyed. The cave people cheered for Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi as they all happily threw them in the air a few times. After that, Yoshi licked Mario and Luigi happily. Chapter 7. Send in the Clown. Mario and Peach were playing tennis with a fire flower. The flower shoots out a fireball for Mario and Peach to bounce off their rackets back and forth. Luigi was in charge of keeping track of the score, and Yoshi was in charge of being the ball boy. Of course, he wasn't very good at it since he kept eating the fireballs and irritating Mario. Soon Mario realized that all the cave people had disappeared. It turned out Bowser lured them into a circus he had created. Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Yoshi took the star path to Bowser's neon castle and arrived at the door. Inside, they discovered a colorful circus tent. They crept inside and took their seats in the top row of the audience of cave people. For a while, it was fun watching a talkative Koopaling, Big Mouth, be tossed around the circus arena. The clowns flung pies all over the place, even at the audience. Thankfully, Yoshi managed to quickly catch the pies before they splattered all over any more faces. All of a sudden, the fun was over. The clowns turned out to be sinister dinosaurs. It turned out Bowser's circus was all a trap. Everyone tried to escape, but Bowser sent thwomps to block the entrances. Then he pulled a lever to open up the booby trap for Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, and the cave people to fall into a cage. Mario was the only one who managed to hang on. Bowser locked him in another cage with fire-breathing dinosaurs. It seemed like all hope was lost, but Peach remembered she still had the fire flower. She tossed it over to Mario to give him fire powers and melt the lock of his cage. Mario ran as fast as he could through different rooms and collected a feather along the way. Then he pulled out the nails holding the tent, causing it to collapse. Just as he was about to break open the cage everyone was locked up in, Bowser arrived. He had taken Peach out of the cage and threatened Mario that he'll never see her again if he freed his friends. Luckily, Mario threw a little robot into Bowser's clown car, causing it to spin out of control. Peach landed safely into Mario's hands. Then Mario spun out the lock to free Luigi, Yoshi, and the cave people. As a celebration for saving them, everyone created their own circus. As Peach finished her tightrope act, Yoshi came in as a really cute clown. Yoshi wasn't used to wearing bigger boots, which is why he tripped over his own foot easily. Luckily, he picked himself up again and wowed the audience with his juggling act. He even stood on one foot as he juggled the juggling balls. Everyone gave a round of applause, and Mario even smiled as Yoshi's cheeks turned rosy pink. Yoshi felt a little embarrassed, but very proud nonetheless. Chapter 8. Gopher Bash. One beautiful morning, Luigi showed Mario, Peach, Yoshi, and the cave people his brand new garden setup. Mario liked it, but he wasn't sure if the cave people were interested in gardening. Peach insisted Mario to let Luigi at least try his best, and so he did. Luigi tried to get Yoshi to walk in a straight line, but an apple distracted Yoshi. Yoshi chased after the bouncy apple, trying to eat it, but he didn't know he was dragging poor Luigi with him. Once Yoshi finally stopped, Scupakoopa, who was hiding behind some rocks, suggested to Bowser that they'd start a famine by stealing the cave people's crops. That way, the cave people would be forced to either buy their crops back or go hungry. Meanwhile, Luigi and Yoshi were struggling to demonstrate to the cave people how to grow crops. After being drenched with water from a well pulled out by the cave people, things finally started to work out. That was until Cheatsy and some Monty Moles stole all the crops in the middle of the night and replaced them with piranha plants. Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi found themselves surrounded by a field of them the next morning. Luckily, Yoshi was feeling hungry and managed to eat lots of the plants without them hurting him. He even pulled out Scupakoopa, but he quickly got away. Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi jumped into the hole after Cheatsy, where Yoshi discovered a warp pipe leading to unknown territory. However, Luigi sadly explained that he told the cave people they didn't have to save berries anymore, because he was sure he was going to have a good crop. But now the cave people will have nothing stored for the winter. Mario and Yoshi reassured Luigi that they'll help him get the crops back together. And so, Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi went into the warp pipe, plummeted down through a blocky area, and landed gently on a platform. While Cheatsy was singing, they all tied up the Monty Moles, piled them onto Cheatsy to trap him, and took the sack of food back home. However, Yoshi couldn't help himself and ate all the crops. As punishment, Yoshi was forced to grow some new crops all by himself. Yoshi was exhausted by the time he was finished. His tummy was back to its usual size again, but he was too tired to care about eating anything else, so he fell asleep at once. Chapter 9. The Night Before Cave Christmas. The next day, Yoshi awoke to find Uktar arguing with the other cave people. Mario, Luigi, and Peach took notice too. Mario soon had an idea to create Cave Christmas. It was only the middle of August, but since Mario and the others were temporarily living in Dinosaur World, they could celebrate Christmas anytime they liked. The cave people didn't know Christmas doesn't come in the summer. While Mario and the other cave people made Christmas decorations around Dome City, Bowser and one of his Koopalings called Bully were watching from a distance. Bowser hatched up a plan to help Bully get some presents for himself. On Cave Christmas Eve, Mario went to change into a Santa Claus outfit. However, Uktar snuck in to try to open up presents from the sack himself. Just before he did, he saw a shadow. Not just any shadow, but Bowser's shadow. Uktar quickly hid inside the sack of toys, but Bowser quickly took the sack to his castle. By the time Mario had changed into his Santa outfit, he, Luigi, and Peach noticed that the sack of toys was gone. Peach also managed to figure out who stole the sack by finding one of Bowser's scales. Mario knew what he had to do. Mario dressed up Yoshi like a reindeer, hopped aboard a sleigh, and using some wings he got from a question mark block, Yoshi flew Mario to Bowser's neon castle. Meanwhile, Bowser found Uktar and tied him up in a vine chain leading down to where a hungry dinosaur was waiting to eat him. Then Bowser put a candle under the vine chain holding Uktar to start burning it. Luckily, Mario and Yoshi heard Uktar crying for help and rescued him just in the nick of time. Uktar apologized for being so naughty and promised to be good from now onwards. Mario and Yoshi quickly flew Uktar back to his home. Uktar even said that he didn't deserve a present, and he was just thankful that Santa saved his life. Mario was moved by Uktar's words, and as Uktar fell asleep, Mario happily gave him a present. Then Yoshi flew Mario around Dome City to deliver the rest of the presents. The next morning, Mario was surprised to see Uktar give him a present. It sure would have been nice if every day were Christmas. Chapter 10. The Yoshi Shuffle. Mario noticed that the cave people were really bad at using teamwork to build with boulders. Luigi and Yoshi came along. Luigi showed Mario a football he chiseled from a stone. That gave Mario an idea to use football to teach teamwork to the cave people. Little did he and the others know that Cheatsy and Bully had heard their conversation. Yoshi wanted to start with the ball first, so Luigi ran as far out as he could as soon as Yoshi threw the ball. Unfortunately, Luigi wasn't watching where he was going and ran into a Koopa wizard who transformed him into an egg. Yoshi didn't know the egg was Luigi, as he picked it up and kept running. Mario ran after Yoshi to try to stop him. The Koopalings saw the whole thing and ran after Mario and Yoshi. Mario spotted them and told Yoshi to jump in the warp pipe. Unfortunately, the pipe led to Bowser's castle, and Mario and Yoshi got pinned down by Koopa football players. The Koopalings then told Mario and Yoshi that the egg was Luigi, and locked them into a dungeon. Inside the cell, Mario made a plan to try to escape, unaware that Cheatsy was spying on him. As soon as the football match began, Mario and Yoshi worked together to score a touchdown. However, the Koopalings weren't happy about this, and cornered them. Luckily, the cave people tracked down their footprints, and helped Mario and Yoshi escape. Then one of the cave people found a wand the Koopa wizard dropped, and Mario used it to turn Luigi back to normal. Luigi didn't exactly know what happened, but he was just happy to be himself again. Chapter 11. Born to Ride. Mario and Luigi were finishing up making bamboo plumbing to make a sink work. However, Yoshi got carried away by his own hunger again. Luigi managed to stay calm, but Mario, on the other hand, was absolutely furious. After feeling like Yoshi was now the new hero everyone loved, and putting up with Yoshi's appetite, he couldn't stand having Yoshi around anymore. As Mario lashed out all his feelings about Yoshi, Yoshi was taken quite aback, and Luigi was speechless. Then Mario slammed the door hard. Yoshi felt terrible. He thought that Mario had always been his best companion. But in the end, he realized that Mario never liked or wanted him in the first place. With his heart as heavy as lead, he walked away from his home. As he walked along the trail away from Dome City, he encountered some Dino Riders. Yoshi was interested in riding a bike, so the Dino Riders allowed him into their social group. After performing a couple tasks, Yoshi was given a blue jacket as part of their social group. The Dino Riders then told him that they wanted to talk to Mario and Luigi alone at the tar pits. Little did Yoshi know that the Dino Riders planned to sell Mario and Luigi to Bowser for lots of money. After a little persuasion, Yoshi led Mario and Luigi to the house at the tar pits. When Mario and Luigi went inside, the Dino Riders kidnapped them and drove off to the lava pits. It seemed like all hope was lost for Mario and Luigi, but luckily for them, Yoshi had seen the whole thing, realized his mistake, and brought Peach with him to help. Once Mario and Luigi were freed, they, along with Peach and Yoshi, sped as fast as they could until they reached a warp pipe. Yoshi was reluctant to leave his motorcycle, but after Peach reasoned with him, he took off his blue jacket and hopped into the warp pipe just before the Dino Riders arrived. Mario, Luigi, and Peach were happy that Yoshi decided to do the right thing and stay away from the gang of Dino Riders. Mario apologized to Yoshi for yelling at him, and Yoshi apologized to Mario for causing him so much trouble. They both shook hands and agreed to be great companions. Yoshi decided to work hard at school after the stressful events. Peach was pleased with how well Yoshi was learning in class. Yoshi had already become the best student at the school, and the final month of school was coming up. Chapter 12. Fire Sale. In the coldest place in Dinosaur World, Iceland, a Koopaling called Cootie Pie was complaining endlessly about the cold weather and abused an innocent Koopa Troopa while doing so. Cootie Pie decided to go steal the friendliest piranha plant, Mama Fire Plant, to help warm up the place. Meanwhile, all the cave people were enjoying their lunch when Yoshi cheekily started snatching all the food. Mario and Luigi decided to send Yoshi to Mama Fire Plant's house to start the barbecue. Yoshi started trembling in fear. It turned out that Yoshi was afraid of water. Or, to be precise, he was afraid of drowning. He didn't even like one tiny little drop of water, because he worried that it might hurt him. Since Mama Fire Plant lived on the other side of a river, Yoshi was too scared to go over there. He trembled as he dived under the table. Peach assured Yoshi that he can just take the bridge across the river. Yoshi reluctantly decided to follow Peach's assurance. Yoshi's heart was beating very fast by the time he arrived at the bridge. The river was very shallow and was only 2 inches deep, but Yoshi still trembled at the sight of the river. Yoshi was hesitant to place 1 foot onto the bridge, but as soon as he heard Mama Fireplant crying for help, he charged toward the house. Or at least, he tried to. He tripped and awkwardly plopped into the river. Yoshi was shaking by the time he reached the door. Mama Fireplant was nowhere to be seen. Yoshi called Mario, Luigi, and Peach over to try to look for Mama Fireplant. Mario discovered a warp pipe going down a drain. This pipe just so happened to lead all the way down to Iceland. Everyone jumped in the pipe, and after a lot of falling, entered another warp pipe and landed in Iceland. Iceland was melting because of all the heat from Mama Fireplant's fireballs. If Mario and the others didn't do something quickly, Mama Fireplant would be extinguished forever, and Dinosaur World would be flooded. Mario and the others were getting close to Mama Fireplant when Cutie Pie stood in the way up ahead. Mario, Luigi, and Peach charged toward her, but they stepped on Porcupine Fish and got paralyzed. Cutie Pie was laughing at this dreadful sight, but luckily she also stepped on a Porcupine Fish as well. It was all up to Yoshi to save Mama Fireplant. Yoshi took a deep breath, looked down at his feet, and slowly and carefully trudged his way across, without stepping on any porcupine fish. When he reached Mama Fireplant, she gently picked him up, lifted her paw to reveal stems for feet, and ran as fast as she could, and grabbed Mario, Luigi, and Peach along the way. Everyone managed to escape just in time. Iceland had collapsed, but everyone was back home safe and sound. As Yoshi tucked Mario, Luigi, and Peach into bed to wear off the paralysis, he spotted a picture of several other colored Yoshis. It turned out that when Yoshi was just an egg, he used to live in a nest with other Yoshi Guardians. These Yoshi Guardians reunited Mario and Luigi together when they were babies. However, Bowser and his Koopalings attacked the tribe and stole the egg and hid it in a block in the lava caverns where Luigi first found him. When Mario, Luigi, and Peach were cured, Yoshi showed them the picture of the other Yoshis and explained his story. Yoshi even said that he now realizes that Luigi wasn't really his mother, and stated that he'll stop calling Luigi Mama from now onwards. Mario, Luigi, and Peach understood how Yoshi felt, and they knew how much he missed the other colored Yoshis. They gently hugged Yoshi and assured him that he'll finally see the other Yoshis again someday. Yoshi smiled as he was hugged. He felt like he had a family caring for him. Chapter 13. Ghosts Are Us. Yoshi studied hard in school the following week. He had made so many friends, and Mario, Luigi, and Peach were becoming more and more proud of him. If Yoshi failed an assignment, Mario, Luigi, and Peach were there to care for him and help him out to get at least half of the points back on those particular assignments. By now, Bowser and the Koopalings gave up on harming Mario and the others for now, and flew back home to their castle in the Mushroom Kingdom. Yoshi was busy studying for his finals when one of the cave people came by with urgent news. Uktar had gone missing, and it was getting past his bedtime. Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Yoshi trudged their way through the enchanted forest, but they couldn't find Uktar anywhere. Yoshi got more and more scared by the creepy-looking trees. All of a sudden, Luigi bumped into the evilest Koopa wizard in the whole dinosaur world, Weisenheimer. Yoshi quickly ran as fast as his legs would carry him away from the Koopa wizard. Mario, Luigi, and Peach were locked up in a dungeon of a haunted house. Mario knew that everyone deserves to be a hero now, and he was counting on Yoshi to fight through his fears. Meanwhile, Yoshi felt alone and frightened. He ran away from what sounded like a caveman yelling, but then he heard the caveman cry for help. Yoshi turned to see that it was Uktar who chased him. Uktar got caught inside a piranha plant's mouth, but luckily Yoshi saved him by eating the piranha plant. Uktar apologized to Yoshi for scaring him, and Yoshi forgave him. Together, they tried looking for a warp pipe to the haunted house. After a close encounter with a hungry caterpillar, Uktar and Yoshi found the pipe and arrived at the haunted house. Yoshi was too frightened to go in, so Uktar banged on the door. However, Uktar got locked up in the dungeon too. Yoshi gathered up all his courage and entered the haunted house through an open window. After running away from lots of spooky ghosts, he finally managed to find the dungeon room. Using quick thinking, Yoshi swallowed Whatever's wand and spat out magic to free everyone. Mario then stomped on Whatever's head to knock him out and disappear. Uktar tried to break down the door, but he bumped into it, bounced up, and hit a block containing a key. Mario then suggested to Uktar to let Yoshi unlock the door. Yoshi was hesitant, but Mario assured him that he learned that every being that has a kind heart of gold gets to be a hero as well. Yoshi smiled as he placed the key in the keyhole and gently turned it. In a flash, everyone was back in Dome City, where Uktar apologized for getting his friends in danger. Everyone forgave Uktar, and they all went to bed. Final chapter: Yoshi's new home. The next morning was Yoshi's last day of school. There, Yoshi was given the award for being the best student in the school. All of Yoshi's classmates happily cheered for him. Yoshi had never felt so happy. His cheeks were rosy pink with love. The next day, Peach got a phone call from one of the Toads. Peach's castle was almost fixed, and Mario, Luigi, and Peach can stay at Dinosaur World for one last week before heading back home. Mario decided to celebrate their final hurrah at Dinosaur World at the Dome City swimming pool for a nice pool party. Mario told Yoshi that he didn't have to come, but he was surprised to see Yoshi wearing red swimming trunks. Yoshi decided that he was going to be brave. When everyone arrived at the swimming pool, Yoshi was feeling just a little bit nervous. However, he felt better when Peach gently held his hand to keep him company. Together, Peach and Yoshi gently placed one foot in the water. The water felt just the right temperature for Yoshi, which made him smile. Before long, Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Yoshi were all in the pool together. Peach taught Yoshi how to swim, and Yoshi learned in no time at all. In fact, Yoshi wasn't scared of water anymore. He was having the time of his life with Mario and the others. The final week came and went, and it was nearly time for Mario, Luigi, and Peach to leave. However, Peach got another text from one of the Toads. As it turned out, Peach had taken photos of their time in Dinosaur World, and Yoshi came to be quite popular with the Toads. In fact, all of Yoshi's other colored relatives were hanging out at the Mushroom Kingdom too. Yoshi could hardly believe his ears when he heard the news. He smiled the biggest smile he ever made. Uktar and all the other cave people said their goodbyes to Mario and his companions. Together, Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Yoshi took a plane and arrived back at the Mushroom Kingdom. The castle was finally repaired from top to bottom, and all the toads welcomed Mario, Luigi, Peach, and their new friend Yoshi home. Best of all of the other colored Yoshis gave their Yoshi friend a tremendous welcome. You could say that the Mushroom Kingdom was full of smiles. That night, after everyone had their dinner, one of the toads led Mario, Luigi, and Peach to their bedrooms. The bedrooms had each character's emblem on the front, so that Mario and the others could recognize them. As Yoshi followed Mario, Luigi, and Peach to say goodnight, something caught his eye. There was a door that had Yoshi's egg emblem on it. It turned out the toads knew how much Yoshi grew to love Mario, Luigi, and Peach. So while they repaired the castle, they built an extra room for Yoshi to permanently live in. Yoshi had never felt so happy. He has found a new home and is still loving life in the Mushroom Kingdom from now onwards. As of present day, Yoshi and all the other Mario characters are still going strong. Every new game they start in grew much more people into their community. Yoshi had fun participating in every event, like tennis, parties, karts, and even in the Olympic Games. Yoshi has gained lots of fans throughout the years, and is very thankful to meet the people who took care of him his whole life. Peach, Luigi, and Mario. Who knows what Mario, Yoshi, and the others will get up to in the future? We'll have to wait and see. Their next adventure has yet to come. The end.